Well, good morning, family. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's been a few days since I've seen y'all and since y'all have seen me, and I'm sure everybody has been truly, truly busy trying to prepare themselves and their family to stay in and to keep yourselves safe from the coronavirus. And yes, for something that this is what you have to do. That's being a good steward. You have to be a good steward over yourself as well as your family members. Most importantly, though, we've been reading through Matthew, the book of Matthew. And if you have followed this all the way through, we are actually now at day 20 of our Lenten Day fast. And as you went through Matthew, you saw a few things. First of all, many of the things in the accounts in there are repetitive. You saw that Jesus fed the 4,000. You saw that Jesus fed the 5,000. You saw how he said a house divided against itself cannot stand. You saw how he said that you can gather together in the name by touching and agreeing with others, and how he would be in the midst of you. This chapter was a chapter of demonstration to increase your faith. And most importantly for me, one of the things that stuck out most profoundly to me is Matthew chapter 27. In Matthew chapter 27, you had the crucifixion of Jesus. But if you go down to verse, I believe, 50, 51, 52, people always talk about the resurrection of Christ, and they talk about Jesus raising the dead as far as Lazarus goes. But what they didn't talk about, what they failed to mention, is the saints, those that were Christians that were buried at the time of Jesus' death. And if you notice, they said, and those, I believe it is in verse 51, 52 in Matthew chapter 27. Let's get on over there. And it says that, let's see here. It says that when Jesus was crucified, he said, when Jesus cried out again with a loud voice, yielded up the ghost. Verse 51, and behold, the veil of the temple was rent in twain from the top to the bottom, and the earth did quake, and the rocks rent, and the graves were opened. And many bodies of the saints which slept arose and came out of the graves after his resurrection and went into the holy city and appeared unto men. Can you believe that? They did get up. You too, if you are a saint, if you are a born again believer, you too will get up once again. Not in this body of flesh, but in your glorified body. We're going to talk about that another day. In the meantime, as we go through today being day 20, our readings for today are Mark chapter 1 through 3. But before I end today, I want to turn around and go over to Psalms 91, because many people are worried. Many people are uneasy about the things that are taking place. But you know, the Bible tells us that in the last days, these things are sure to come. What I'd like to do is, if you don't mind, I'd like to read Psalms 91 for you. And it's kind of like a prayer protection. If you have your Bibles, go pull it out. If you don't, then okay, let's start right here. It says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth and thy shield shall be thy buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth at noonday, nor for the pestilence that walketh around in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth in noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 shall fall at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. And because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the most high habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague, coronavirus or otherwise, come nigh thy dwelling. Then, As we read that portion, then let's see what God turns around and tells you in his promise. He says, and for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shall thou trample under feet. Because he has set his love upon me, because you set your love upon the Lord, he said that he would be with you and he would deliver you. He said he would set you on high because you have known his name. And you shall call upon him and he will answer. He will be with you in times of trouble. He will deliver you and honor you. And what is the last verse? And with long life shall he satisfy you and show you his salvation. I love you. There ain't nothing that you can do about it. I am Elder Dana T. Samuel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Bye.